I've got a special treat for you today, but first, go ahead and take a seat around here, wherever it feels good. I just want to point out how exciting it is that our faith, our tiny mustard seeds of faith, are growing. Look at this, isn't this wonderful? But they're looking a little crispy, so I think we should add a little bit of faith to them, right? So let's just add a little bit of our faith here and just keep making sure they grow. It's getting drier and colder as the seasons are turning, right? And we had all that wonderful smoke that I know everybody loved. No? Okay, fine. So there we go. We got a little more faith on our mustard seeds. So we'll keep praying to make sure those keep growing. But first, do we know where pretzels come from? Do we know where pretzels come from? Wheat? Yes, they do come from wheat. Okay, more specifically, where in the world do pretzels come from? She makes pretzels? That's awesome. Well, that's good. Yes? They come from plants. Okay, great. Yes, we're getting very specific. This is great. Congregation? Germany? Bavaria? Guess what? They don't come from Germany. They are, right? I know, it's okay. Stay with me here. We're going to fix this. So, they do not come from Germany. They come from Italy. Can you believe that? I know. Stay with me. It's going to be okay. So, yes, pretzels originally came from Italy. In fact, they came from a monk long time ago. As a reward, he made these biscuits to his young worshipers. If they prayed, he would give them these biscuits as a reward. And the reason why they go like this is because it looks like a prayer. Oh, yeah. Then these Italian monks went across the Alps and spread this reward of giving pretzels out for praying. They made it to Germany. They then salted them. And then from Germany, they made it to America, and the very first pretzel bakery was in Philadelphia. Pretty cool, huh? So, pretzels, if you take a look, do you see how they kind of come together in the middle there?
It's like peas.
Yeah, like a piece, very good. And so the idea is when you go like this, right, we're making the sign of that pretzel, and it's a reminder to pray. So anytime you eat a pretzel, you should remember to pray. But more importantly, we don't want to just always pray at the dinner table or kneeling down or right before bed, but we should be praying always, at all times. And here's an even more interesting question. Do we think there's a right way to pray? No, of course not. We can pray 100 different ways, right? We can pray standing up. We can pray sitting down. We can pray with our hands up in the air. We can pray with them together. We can pray with them over our eyes. There's so many different ways we can pray. We can be silent and just in our thoughts. We can pray out loud, right? We can pray with fancy language that's written down like our liturgies, or we can pray just what's in our heart and what comes out of our mouth. We can jumble them around. It can come off really clearly. The idea is there's no right or wrong way to pray, as long as it comes from our heart. So I'm going to give you some pretzels. I hope that's okay, parents. And I want you just to take these back, and as you're snacking on them, I want you to be thinking how it just is another way to remind ourselves to pray. So, again, where do we think pretzels come from now? Italy, that's right. Pretzels originally came from Italy. So as we're going through here, we'll make sure to get more. Make sure everybody gets some pretzels. Pretzels.
I just could eat one.
Yes, of course. Here you go, my dear. Pretzels. Heidi, would you like some pretzels?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay, I'll take these for later then. All right, so now let's go ahead and take one of our pretzels out, hold it in our hands, and for the heck of it, let's close our eyes. And let's breathe deep. If you can wiggle your toes for me. And we're going to say, God, thank you so much for giving us this symbol of a pretzel to remind us to pray always and at all times and from our hearts. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Go have a snack back at your seat, and I'll see you all later.